Dann legen wir mal los.
Within the Pokemon community, there's a set of self-imposed rules you can add to the games to make them more challenging, called a Pokemon Nuzlocke. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, and you can't use it anymore. And you have to nickname your Pokemon to get more attached to them. That means if you aren't careful, you can technically lose a Pokemon game under those conditions. I've wanted to do a Nuzlocke for the longest time. I've started a couple in the past, but never actually got to finish any because busy. But today's the day that all changes. I decided to make a video on my first full attempt at a Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke. Let's see how it went. After breaking free from the back of the moving truck my mom stuffed me in and introducing myself to the
wir
neighbor...
werden hier hart gespoilert, ne, wenn wir gerade Uras Nuzlocke machen. Aber vielleicht auch gerade deswegen gut. Ich weiß ja grundsätzlich, was passiert, ne?
Brendan. The kid that I always thought was a monkey said that he heard screaming up ahead. Professor Birch is getting mauled by a level 2 Poochyena, so I let his Torchic out and she scratches the crap out of it.
War da gerade das Assloch zu sehen?
To Poochyena, so I let his Torchic out.
Armes Flamly. Sieht nicht gesund aus.
And she scratches the crap out of it. He gifts me Torchic for rescuing him, and I name her Teriyaki, my first Pokemon. Walking up the route more, I run into Brendan, who challenges me to a battle, where Teriyaki proceeds to...
Auch diese Details, ne, halt super strong. Mit diesem typischen, charakteristischen See.
Walking up the route more, I run into Brendan, who challenges me to a battle, where Teriyaki proceeds to also scratch the crap out of his Mudkip. Good job, Teriyaki. You're 2 for 2. Doing great. Professor Birch gives me 5 Pokeballs, and the Nuzlocke has officially started. I walked back up to catch my first Pokemon and ran into a Zigzagoon. Alright, not the best, but I can work with this. You know, I think we're gonna have a really awesome adventure. Dude! So Teriyaki one-shotted Zigzagoon with a critical hit scratch, but
Stark,
whatever.
Teriyaki. Du bist es einfach. Du bist es.
A little bit, alright, guy? Route 102 is right around the corner, and that's where I was able...
Ich finde, das ist einfach das Beste, was du aus einer Nuzlocke, glaube ich, machen kannst. Weil eine Nuzlocke ist ja wirklich das. Schlichtweg das. Was Pokémon, ne, du wirfst immer Pokémon rein, die sterben so, bla, belebst du wieder, komm wieder rein, geht das mal auf die Box, bla bla bla. Nuzlocke ist ja dafür da, um eine Bindung zu deinen Pokémon auch aufzubauen. Natürlich auch, um den Schwierigkeitsgrad zu erhöhen, logischerweise, aber auch so ein bisschen eine Bindung zu deinen Pokémon aufzubauen. Ich finde, Nuzlocke schafft das immer ganz gut. Und dass es diesen einzelnen Mons so ein bisschen Leben einhaucht. Aber hiermit, mit einer Animation, gibst du dem Pokémon ja, also Flamly, Bruder, das hat jetzt schon einen Charakter, den du, wenn der im Anime wäre, der wäre absoluter Fanliebling, jetzt schon.
Able to catch Corn the Seedot. Look at us, couple of friends ready to take on the Hoenn region together. After watching the weird kid Wally struggle to catch his first Pokemon, I continued on to Route 104 and found a little Talo in the grass. Aggressive and screams when hungry.
Das ist auch ein Assloch.
Oh yeah, I know your name. In Petalburg Forest, a Team Magma grunt jumps some random professor, so Ari and Teriyaki peck his eyes out.
Dieses Flamly, ich liebe es einfach.
Hello, Shroomish. I'm gonna name you Onion. I make it to Rustboro, and while getting ready to take on Roxanne's gym, Teriyaki kills another Zigzagoon I was about to catch. What's your problem with Zigzagoons, dude? But it turned out alright, because she also ended up evolving. Onion was able to destroy Roxanne with ease, and we got our first gym badge. Exiting the gym, we catch a glance that Team Magma is up to no good again. Something about the scorching earth or something. And this old man exclaims that they stole his Pico.
Pico!
Here's your dog. Also, you're coming with me. The mayor thanks me by turning me into his errand boy, and I arrive in Dewford to give a letter to Steven.
Steven.
Alright, what do we got?
Ich frag mich auch bis heute. Hey, bitte pausieren Sie. Ich frage mich auch bis heute, warum werden diese Namen eigentlich so random übersetzt? Warum ist Troy plötzlich Steven und Steven im Japanischen bestimmt Teriyaki Sensei? Why?
Alright, what do we got? Okay, chomps. After finding Steven, it was time to take on Brawly, the next gym leader. Ari's a stone-cold killer and easily earned MVP in that fight. Things were going well, 2 badges in, and the team is looking good. On my way to the next city, I caught a tentacle on the beach.
Dieser Zoom auf Flunkiefer war ein bisschen, oder dieses Swift hin.
Squidward. And after beating Team Magma and Brendan again in Slateport, it was time again to get ready for the gym battle with Watson. But as I was fighting some trainers, Chomps the Mawile got electrocuted a bit too hard and was killed.
Nein!
Jaden.
Das war mit Absicht, Alter. Die hat das bestimmt locker gegen 300 Magnetilo kämpfen lassen. Level 18? Naja. Ich sag, das sollte sterben.
A bit too hard and was killed. Jaden, let's battle. I want to show you how strong I am. Okay. Really? Ari, this is an electric gym. You're not allowed to fight in here, so you can just wait outside. While battling the gym trainers, Onion evolved into Breloom, and together with Teriyaki, they were able to get another victory. Now we were riding high. 3 gym badges in and no main casualties. With our massive confidence, we decided to take on the Win Straight family's challenge of beating all their family members. I had Squidward out front to get him some experience, but we ran into some troubles with Grandma.
Das fühle ich so sehr, weil wir auch gerade Tentacha hatten und der irgendwie so... Der lag halt irgendwie da und dann mussten wir den immer rauswechseln, bis der endlich zu Tentoxa wurde. Dann ging's ab.
Oh god, it's gonna do a high jump kick. We can take him out, but I need a clean switch first. So I had to sacrifice Hushchild the Whismer, but honestly that was the safest move to ensure.
Ich sag, das kennt man noch eher in der Draftliga. Was opfer ich jetzt? Was lasse ich jetzt sterben?
No one else died. Goodbye, Hushchild. You might be missed. While we were heading to Fall Arbor, fighting some trainers, Ari evolved. Oh, look at my big bird. Oh, look at you. Yeah. We were almost to town, but we had to get through the sooty grass on 113.
Ich wünschte so sehr, ich könnte das, ne?
Oh, jeez. Alright, Barf, get in there with the rest of them. I walked into...
Was haben wir nochmal bekommen auf der Route? Nicht Panzereron auf jeden Fall. Haben wir auch Pandir bekommen? Glaub schon, oder? So ein Trashmon.
To Meteor Falls to see Team Aqua and Team Magma arguing about water and rocks. Can I go? So get over here, Zubat. They kept complaining and I had to go up the volcano they were blocking to fight Maxi, the Team Magma leader. That was a hard fight. Onion and Teriyaki were able to take out his Mightyena and Camerupt, but his Golbat hit hard. I ended up having to switch in Ari and double team up to win the battle. Not the most honorable of strategies, but it worked and we're moving on. On the way down the volcano, I ran into a matchup. Oh,
jo! Das haben wir auch, glaube ich, gefunden, oder? Es sind genau dieselben, sind sehr ähnliche Encounter auf jeden Fall.
Chad. What? You're a female? Did I stutter? We arrived in Lava Ridge Town and started getting through Flannery's gym. During that time, Squidward was almost killed by a Fury swiping Kecleon.
Ich finde so geil, wie dieses Tentacha einfach, also jetzt war es ja schon aufrecht, aber wie es einfach nur so da liegt, wie so eine Qualle auf Land eigentlich auch nur da liegen würde, so dieses labbrige. Oh nein, er wird sterben. Oh. Squidward! Dieses Kecleon ist der Tod. Bruder.
But when it came time to battle, he pulled his weight and more. Honestly, with the team, there wasn't much I could have done to Flannery's fire Pokemon, but Squidward came in clutch by learning Bubble Beam, and it was all over for her. Badge 4 under our belt. Brendan met up with us outside the gym to give us goggles so we could walk in the sandstorms. I found a claw fossil, and Anorith was born. I didn't know what to name it, so my friend named him Gary. Now it was time for the 5th gym. After some training, Chad evolved into Machoke, and the team was leveled up. I started the battle with Ari, and after realizing I was in trouble... Yeah, that doesn't do a lot of damage.
Das wird eine Menge machen wiederum.
I managed to squeak by with more double teams.
Ich wünschte so sehr. Also ich finde, das ist so... so aus einer Nuzlocke ein Video zu machen. Ich meine, man kann das super krass zusammenraffen und so. Wenn du Gameplay zusammenschneidest. Aber das ist ja nicht mal 1% so geil wie dieses Video. Aber es wäre so geil, wenn du eine Nuzlocke spielst. Ja, wenn du eine Nuzlocke spielen würdest auf Twitch oder so und dann am Ende so ein Video kommen würde.
I knew I had to use a different strategy. I brought out Onion to leech seed it and try and get more chip damage in, which worked. but he was
Shoot
also
damage.
killed by Slacking's facade, which I thought he could take. Chad was able to finish off the rest of the
So
fight,
gut
but
animiert.
that was the first death that actually hurt. I'm not crying. Someone's just chopping onions in here.
Boah.
But with every down, there's an up. And Korn stepped up and was ready to fill Onion's spot. While passing through Mauville
Das
again,
ist, finde ich, der Punkt schlechthin in der Nuzlocke, ne? Du bist immer so sad, wenn jemand stirbt, aber es ist gleichzeitig auch die Chance für jemand Neuen.
Watson asked us to help him turn off the city's generator, and while down there I found a magnemite. You wanna come with? Okay. We kept on our way, catching Spurky the Electrike, and while
der ist
fighting some
süß. Der
trainers,
ist sehr
Korn
süß
survived
gezeichnet.
2 very close calls. He took a Swords Dance boosted Fury
Boah, den
Cutter
da
by
drin lassen, aber
Ninjas,
auch
and a
krank.
misclick from me, which resulted in him tanking a wing attack from a Talo. No, 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 Korn, no!
Notfall wie
Dude,
zum Glück.
Korn, I'm so sorry. You're such a trooper. Good news is Squidward evolved while training, so that's neat. We arrived in Fortree City, and this was a gym I was really nervous about.
Wo sind wir gerade im Let's Play? Wir haben gerade Wiebke besiegt, ne? Das heißt, ungefähr hier sind wir gerade. Was haben wir da von dem Team? Gar nichts tatsächlich, ne? Also außer Tentoxa. Aber der ist MVP.
Not only did we not have a good team to take on a flying-type gym, but Winona's Altaria is notorious for sweeping teams if she sets up too many dragon dances.
Naja,
I went to the
wir haben zum
grass
Glück
to train
Oras
up
gespielt. Also das wusste ich auch vorher nicht. Das ist, in Oras hat Altaria keinen Drachentanz. In Rubin, Saphir, Smaragd hat der scheinbar Drachentanz noch und ist super gefährlich dadurch. Hier kann er das aus irgendeinem Grund nicht mehr.
the team, and the
Kurz den
worst
Present gemacht.
happened.
Ja.
Korn was killed by pin missile from a zigzagoon. Wait, no, 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 no! Stop, 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 Korn! Korn, no, Korn! You monster! How could you do this?
Flamly!
Is this why you kept trying to kill all the zigzagoons? I want to think that Korn sacrificed himself because he knew we were at too much of a
Aw,
disadvantage
das-
going into Winona's
Masha.
gym. And by opening up a space, we could get the type advantage we needed to stand a chance. With a heavy heart, I brought Zip Zap Zop the Magnemite
Zap,
to
Zap,
the
Zap.
team
2019
and
bis
realized
2019
how much more grinding I was gonna have to do. I had to fight so many Merrills to get Zip Zap Zop on par with the rest of the team. You wanna know how many? The move Thunderbolt can be used 15 times before it runs out, and I had to go back to the Pokemon Center almost 6 separate times to refill it, meaning Zip Zap Zop killed more than 80 Merrill that were living in that lake. Winona led with Swellow, which
Das ist auch so dieses Visualisieren von dem, was du quasi eigentlich gerade im Game machst. Tausende Merrills einfach vernichten.
Zip Zap Zop was able to take out, but she immediately brought out Altaria, which made me very scared because I know she's got Earthquake on that thing. I didn't have a clean switch, and I knew no one on the team could take 2 hits from this Cloud Bird, so I ultimately decided that I'd have to have Zip Zap Zop paralyze it in exchange for his
Boah, das ist das Traurigste, wenn du den ewig hochlevelst und dann entscheidest, ja, ich glaube, ich muss den jetzt hier sterben lassen, Bruder.
death. Goodbye, Zip Zap Zop. You weren't here for long,
Aber er wird's schaffen.
but your
Ich glaube an
efforts
ihn.
will not be in vain. Oh my god! Somehow Zip Zap Zop lived the earthquake on 2 HP like a mad lad.
Ich dachte mir schon, dass er das überlebt. Dass er nicht sterben kann, aber dass er das Erdbeben tankt,
for that
crazy.
one because there was definitely a 90% chance Zip Zap Zop was supposed to die there. With that string of luck, I was able to switch Ari in for Zip Zap Zop to predict another earthquake and started chipping away at the Altaria, which was not gonna be easy. She was already starting to stack up those dragon dances, which make her moves even more powerful, and I was legitimately sweating. But with what little luck we had left, Winona got greedy and tried to get in that last dragon dance, and that's when Ari was able to swoop in and snipe that kill. If that Altaria would have decided
So
to
strong.
attack at any point, she would have one-shotted anyone and everyone on my team. Thank you, Korn. You shined your photosynthesis onto us. From there, I was able to heal up Zip Zap Zop and sweep the rest of her team. The 6th gym badge was ours. Outside the Safari Zone, I found a Duskull I was able to catch. I tried to have Gary
Jetzt werden wir ein bisschen gespoilert, was so für Mons noch kommen, wenn wir es nicht eh schon im Kopf haben. Aber das ist
On
okay.
the team since resurrecting him from the dirt, but he honestly has like no moves that do damage, so I decided to replace him
Das war
with Sin.
süß.
We arrived in
Oh.
Lily Cove and I tried
Den
fishing
werden
on
wir
the beach
wiedersehen,
for a
Alter.
Pokemon, but Chad punched the Whalmer I reeled up too hard and killed it. We stormed Team Magma's base, and while trying to get the Master Ball they've got on the ground, an Electrode exploded and almost killed Chad, which was uncalled for. After beating their admin, they escaped into a submarine, and I went on to fight the next gym. Tate and Liza were the first double battle gym leaders, and I didn't realize until too late that I was just a tad underleveled for them. They don't have
Sind die
any more than
46
two
oder so?
Pokemon,
43 oder so?
I think we should be okay.
42.
42? Uh-oh. Sin and
Uh-oh.
Zip-Zap-Zop made a good duo, being able to confuse and paralyze them, but Solrock managed to get off a Sunny Day powered flamethrower in Zip-Zap-Zop's face, which
Zip, zap, zap.
totally killed him. That really sucked. He put in so much work for the team and really carried us this far.
Aw.
The rest of this fight's for you, Zip-Zap-Zop. Squidward came out, and together with Sin, were able to finish off the duo, getting
Übel
us
die
our
epische
7th
Combo
gym
Attack.
badge. Alright,
Strong.
Spurky, you're up. I think I single-handedly wiped out the entire water Pokemon population
Ich habe bisher Glück gehabt. Bisher musste ich noch nicht so viel leveln, aber kann kommen.
between Zip-Zap-Zop and Spurky. I went to Shoal Cave and caught Blubby the Spheal, and went out to take on Maxie one last time. For some reason, I didn't learn my lesson when being underleveled for Tate and Liza, because I was even more underleveled for Maxie.
My Deanna.
It doesn't go down?
der
This
kann doch nichts
fight
dagegen,
was
oder?
rough. Chad was able to take out his Mighty Anna, but I resorted to Squidward when his Crobat came out, and luck wasn't on my side here, because Squidward was killed by a high roll wing attack. The way Pokemon works is there's a small range of damage an attack can do.
Das ist aber auch strong, oder? Also das ist so ein Video, was halt für alle, die Pokémon mal gespielt haben, interessant ist, aber sie bringt trotzdem auf lustige Art und Weise so Fun Facts rein. So, dass es so einen Random-Faktor gibt, dass es, irgendwas war vorhin noch, ist wild. Also generell Nuzlocke halt an sich, ne, überhaupt erstmal zu verbreiten.
It's not actually the same all the time, and it's kinda based on chance. So even though it looked like Squidward could have lived 2 wing attacks, Maxie was able to get a low roll on the first one, and a high roll on the second, which was the death of Squidward. But it wasn't time to give
Der
up.
Hass.
We had to persevere. For Squidward. Ari came in and took out the Crobat and lived on 1 HP when hit by Camerupt's Rock Slide. It was a tough battle, but we squeaked by. Barely. After that fight, I needed to take a step back and seriously grind up the team again. If we were just a bit more underleveled, we would have been murdered. Blubby joined the team and we got to work, eventually arriving in Sutopolis. Steven and the Sutopolis gym leader Wallace were there saying Groudon was in the cave because someone used the wrong orb and pissed him off. So I went in there, walked up to Groudon, and Master Balled him immediately. There's no way I'm fighting Groudon. Now get in the box. While fighting...
Das ist auch das langweiligste ever, oder? Also ich glaube, das ist in künftigen Spielen, ab irgendeiner Generation ist es, glaube ich, so, dass du die Legendaries oft einmal besiegen musst und danach kannst du sie fangen. Right? Aber ansonsten im Legendary-Kampf direkt den Meisterball zu werfen, so low. Und habe ich auch schon oft gemacht.
Wallace, Spurky was able to take out his Love-Disc and Celio. Sin beat his Whiscash, and Chad finished off the Milotic.
Ja, ich glaube, das
The
gegen Bulky
team
Waters
was
ist schwierig.
perfect. And after obtaining our final gym badge, I knew we were ready for the Elite Four.
Ich
We
verpasst,
got
wann
through
Logox sich
Victory
entwickelt
Road.
hat.
Wally tried to fight us for the last time, but he just needs to stop. We exited the cave, and there it was. The final challenge.
Let's go.
Here we go. Sydney was up first, and honestly, he wasn't a challenge at all. Chad and Teriyaki were able to take care of his team with ease. Phoebe wasn't difficult either, with Sin and Blubby being
arme Querbuttag.
MVPs. Glacio was a bit tougher. Teriyaki was able to take out her Glalie, and Spurky could handle
Hey, diese, wie heißt die? Irgendwie so, glaube ich. Die war, mit der werde ich für immer dieses Valryza in Kontakt, oder werde ich immer dran denken. Und die nervige Eiseskälte. Frosina, genau so.
Her Celios, but her wall rain was
Damals,
the big
als ich noch ein
problem.
kleiner Bub
Wall
war.
rains are thick, can tank a lot
Diese
of hits,
Eiseskälte.
and can do a lot of damage. I would know, because I have one. I brought out Chad and she was able to get in a good amount of damage, but she was
Eiseskälte.
ultimately killed by Blizzard. Sin came out to try and confuse it, but it broke through the confusion and landed a Sheer Cold. Sheer Cold is a one-hit KO move. It has a 30% chance of hitting the target and will fail if the target Pokemon's level is higher than the user's. But
Nicht ganz richtig mit den 30%. Es sei denn, das war früher anders, aber mittlerweile ist es ja 30% minimale Chance. Und dann kommt nochmal 1% pro Level-Unterschied drauf. Also wenn man 7 Level höher ist, müsste es eine 37%ige Chance haben zu treffen. Wenn ich mich nicht irre. Vielleicht sind es auch Fake-Informationen von mir gerade.
It hit, and Sin was killed. 2 great team members, down and out. Chad was with us for so long and pulled so much weight, and Sin got us through some really tough battles. Even with those losses, we were able to finish Glacia off and move on to the final Elite Four member, Drake.
Mit den 4 Mons?
Drake's got a tough team, but we've got a Blubby.
Mit den 4 Mons gegen den? Puh.
And she wanted revenge for her fallen comrades. She ice-beamed every single one of Drake's Pokemon. Just a straight-up massacre. And with that, it was on to the last battle.
Okay.
Steven
Ich dachte, weil der so slow ist, kriegt er genug Damage
legitimately
reingedrückt.
nervous. I led with Spurky to take out his Skarmory as quick as possible.
Ja, aber
and
Lugok
Blubby was
müsste
able
doch
to take
insane
out
sein,
his
oder?
Claydol and Aggron. But then came his Metagross. This might be the end. Metagross is Steven's strongest Pokemon, so I needed to hinder it as much as I could before it started doing serious damage. I knew his Metagross had Earthquake, which would definitely take out most of my team, so I had to have Spurky Kamikaze to get a paralysis off. Blubby came out again, and after a lot of hard work, finally beat the Metagross by spamming Surf. Teriyaki was able to finish his Cradily, and his final Pokemon was Armaldo. Gary's final revenge for getting booted from the team.
Ich wusste, wir werden ihn
I brought out
wiedersehen.
Blubby because Teriyaki was pretty weakened, and after realizing she gets two-shotted by him, I knew she was gonna have to die. So with a heavy heart, Blubby pulled off her last Surf, getting Armaldo in the red, and was killed. Teriyaki, the Pokemon who's been with us from the start, who'd seen her friends die in front of her, the OG, refused to let any more murder happen. Onion, Corn, Zip Zap Zop, Squidward, Chad, Sin, Spurky, Blubby. Their zeros and ones won't go down in vain. One good kick to the head, and we did it. We completed the Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke.
Ich finde so. Wo ist Matt Morwild? True. Dieser Flunkiefer-Hater, Alter, was soll das? Aber so strong, wie das auch eine abgeschlossene Geschichte erzählt halt, ne? Dadurch, dass du Anfang und Ende sehr kompakt zusammenrückst, so mit Anorit, was halt direkt abgelegt wird, so, ja, du kannst nix, Bro, und dann ist es so der Endgegner am Ende und so. Sehr, sehr stark.
Teriyaki and Ari were the only survivors, but the whole team put in a lot of work to get us to number 1. A cheers to the true Mad Lads.
Sehr, 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 sehr strong. Da hat überlebt. Sieht man auch nicht jeden Tag. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Strong. Also, wie gesagt, abschließendes Fazit. Ich weiß nicht, ob man in irgendeiner Welt einen Nuzlocke besser darstellen kann als so. Ich fand's top. Deswegen lasst auf jeden Fall Likes da. Jaden Animations wird sich drüber freuen.